Hello, welcome to episode number 226 of the TEW 28 Challenge Run. This is going to be SmackDown for week 3 of February 2022, and it's the go-home show before the Fatal Attraction pay-per-view and the No Way Out pay-per-view this weekend. Yeah. And without any further ado, let's jump straight into the show. We've got a big main event, Io Shirai, Sasha Banks, one-on-one. Let's jump into the show. We start off with one of those weird, Elimination Chamber Summit segments where they've got all 6 of the women. They all start in the ring. Pierce and RJ are there. They go, "Welcome to SmackDown. This Sunday, the SmackDown Women's title will be defended inside the Elimination Chamber." Yada yada. And then that introduces Alexa, Bianca, Kylie, Tegan, Shotzi, and Ember. The 6 women involved. And they do the spout going, "I'm going to win the chamber. No, I'm going to win the chamber." And Bianca's like, "Now you're going to get these hands," etc. Which is like, girl, last year I went to WrestleMania, I won the Royal Rumble, and I became the SmackDown Women's Champion. I fancy doing that 2 years in a row, bitch. So whoever thinks they're going to step to me, they're wrong. And Alexa's like, "Well, ho, I'm going to win the chamber." And Tegan's like, "Look, I've been underestimated my entire career. Hell, even standing here as the SmackDown Women's Champion, nobody thinks I'm going to defend this and retain this inside the chamber on Sunday night. That's where you're mistaken, because you can overlook me all you want, girls, but I have this title for a reason, and as much as Bianca may want it back, as much as Ember may want it back, as much as Alexa may want it back, as much as Shotzi may want it for the first time, and even you, Kylie, as much as you may want it for the first time, I put my heart and soul into taking this championship, and sure, there may be a little asterisk around how I won it, thanks to Mickey, but I'm not going to let that define my reign. I'm entering that chamber. My only ally is going to be my enemy Sunday night. And that's not going to put me off. That's going to motivate me even more when I once again prove everybody wrong and take this all the way to WrestleMania. And Rhea, I know you're watching somewhere. If you fancy giving this another go, you probably think I'm an easy prey because you busted my knee up all those years ago. Well, I dare you to come and fight me again. Now, are we done talking, or are we going to start fighting? And Bianca's like, I thought you were never going to ask, girl. And smacks Alexa in the face, and then we get the big brawl. And we probably have, I guess, Bianca stand tall, because she's been giving it the big one all night, really. But yeah, just a quick last minute hype for the Elimination Chamber match. 77 rated opener, that's okay, because Bron Breakker's in there, and Omos is in there, and apparently Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins aren't there. Actually, yeah, looking at it, actually makes kind of sense. Dolph Ziggler scored the highest, actually. But Bobby Roode, AJ Styles, Omos, and Kevin Owens team up to face the Street Profits and Bron Breakker and Dolph Ziggler, because it's going to be the triple threat with Ziggler, Roode, and Breakker for the US title, and then the SmackDown Tag Title match is AJ and Omos versus the Street Profits. And Kev obviously is in Bivens Enterprise as well, so he's just in the match. And AJ pins Dawkins with a phenomenal forearm. 87 for Ziggler, 67 for Angelo Dawkins, 77 for Montez Ford, 49 for Breakker, 83 for Kevin, 72 for Omos, 80 for AJ, and a 79 for Roode. And yeah, the heel team secures the victory and the momentum heading into Sunday night. After the match, AJ, he celebrates the win, and Kevin's like, "Yeah, you did it, buddy. Of course, I was on your team to help you, but yeah, we did it. Good job. Let's use the momentum into Sunday so you can keep your SmackDown Tag Team titles, right?" And he's like, "Sure, Kevin, yeah. Whatever." Happy talk. Happy Corbin's on there with Tony Nese, and he introduces him as Knee Jerk Nese, which is his Madcap Moss style name, and how he's got a match this Sunday at No Way Out against that damn Johnny Gargano, and it's going to make him feel goddamn happy when he puts him down for good. Johnny Wrestling is Johnny Dunzo because Happy Corbin's coming to take it. And Gargano comes out, he's like, "Corbin, I'm happy for you. You managed to find fortune and find happiness, and you even got a new friend. But you're stepping in the ring with Johnny freaking Wrestling at No Way Out. And my path to WrestleMania is looking kind of odd and kind of sketchy right now. So I need to get this win over you, Corbin. I'm going to shut your mouth and make you unhappy and miserable when you're looking up at the lights and Johnny Wrestling stands over you. And Corbin, like, you're talking like a tough guy for someone so small. Come in here and say it to my face. And Gargano goes to go in, and then Corbin's like, whoa, 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 buddy, it's fine. And he's like, hey, I want to tell you a joke. And then not Madcap, I'm going to do that a lot. Knee jerk Nese takes out Gargano when he's not looking. And Corbin and Nese give it a good old giggle. A 91 rated tag team match here. The Mustafa Ali and Sami Zayn tag match against Matt Riddle and Drew Gulak, and the New America get their win back, and Sami actually wins. He pins Riddle clean with a haluva kick. So Sami impressing and gets the win here tonight. 96 for Riddle, 91 for Gulak, 75 for Sami, and a 77 for Ali. And the match gets a 91. Now after the match, New America celebrate, and they're like, see, this is what happens. I've fixed Sami Zayn. Sami, he went to Raw to, sort out, but apparently we caused a problem over there. And now we're making enemies, apparently, because people don't like what we're doing. And they're trying to reject the message that I want to send. Because they're not on our level, because they know that we're right. But they feel like we're going about it the wrong way. Well, everybody on SmackDown needs to be worried, because Sami, as he just proved, he's now on top of his game once again, and that's all because of Mustafa Ali and my message. And Sami's like, chill, bruh. And Pierce is like, I wouldn't be getting so cocky, because you're only going to have 2 days to prepare for No Way Out. And Mustafa Ali's like, well, we're not wrestling at No Way Out, Pierce. You lost your marb. And Pierce is like, no, you are wrestling at No Way Out. And Ali goes, well, we've got nobody on, we've just beaten our enemies over here on SmackDown. Nobody on SmackDown wants any of these hands. And then Pierce is like, well, they're not from SmackDown? Because SmackDown wasn't the show where you really pissed a lot of people off. Because you're going to be facing Raw's Keith Lee and Pete Dunne in a tag team match at No Way Out. And Ali's like, excuse me, I'm sorry? This isn't going to fly, because I make the rules around here, Pierce. Not you, not Triple H, not Shane McMahon. Me. And whatever I say goes. And Pierce is like, well, no. Remember, Ali, you work for us. Whatever we say goes. And we'll see you on Sunday. Utami gets another quick win. I've got nobody on the SmackDown roster to feed to her, so she can just beat Zoe Stark, who's up here for a one-off. She gets a 59, Stark gets a 43, 32 for a match between jobbers. Okay. Whatever, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But she still hasn't decided which brand she's going to call home going forward. Bayley and Candice are chilling. They're like, so Bayley's like, well, WrestleMania is a time of the year where everyone wants to try and show out. And my path to WrestleMania is not really looking that clear, Candice. So how about you say us two role models band together and we make a play for the tag team championships? Candice's like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea, Bayley. But I'm going to be by Johnny's side against Corbin on Sunday. And then we're going to make... I hear there's... I don't know how they're going to decide who's going to wrestle for the tag team championships, but we could certainly put in a shift in that division. And then Kairi and Io walk past with their belts as they're on their way out for the main event. And Io's like, you want a tag team title shot? Well, I say whatever, name the time and the place. But you've got to earn it first. And then she walks off. And it's like, These four guys are just chilling. because it's also WrestleMania season and we haven't seen Priest in a while, so he's here chilling with Dijakovic, Mansoor and Dio Madden, and they're yapping out about WrestleMania and No Way Out and shit like that, about what they're going to do at WrestleMania, how they're going to try and find their way to WrestleMania, etc, etc. Ah, fucking... They're not even serious injuries, but they still just fucking annoy me seeing them pop up. Ahead of the 6-man tag team match between the House of Black and Legado de la Sombra at No Way Out, we can have one member from each team wrestle here. Elias from the House of Black and Andrade from Legado. And Andrade picks up the win. He beat the Light of a Hammerlock in 11-16. Andrade gets a 94 and a 79 for Elias. Probably would have done better, but it got thrown off because Elias got a percussive ankle strap. Yeah. This is the segment just going over the thing I just said about the 6-man tag. And Zelina and Andrade would throw some jabs in there about once they beat Black, they can focus on the actual important matters, and that's getting their revenge on Gargano and Candice for what happened back at the Rumble. Gulak and Riddle are also chilling backstage. They're like, bro, we got nothing to be ashamed of tonight, bro. Me and you, we're not really a full-time tag team, but we took it to those New America geeks, and what a great showing we had, dude. We can hang our head high. But if you ever need a buddy to watch your back, bro, I'm your guy. Gulak's like, yeah, same, bro. When they were jumped by the Viking Raiders. Just randomly. And they're like, I just heard we'll be seeing you two on Sunday, boys. And they walk off. Because again, I needed a kickoff match. So Vikings versus these two is the kickoff match for No Way Out.
We're gonna stand on top with our hands in the sky. Gonna raise our cup to the stadium lights for the glory, for the glory. We celebrate with the city tonight. Hear the hometown cheer, it's the ultimate high for the glory.
85 rated main event. This one also got dinged by a lack of psychology, apparently, but not as badly as the main event of Raw did. Sasha beats Io by cheating. Like some sort of just like foot on the ropes or some just, general tainted finish. The game doesn't say that apparently, but yeah, I'm not going to have Io lose clean. But Io gets a 96 and a 90 for Sasha. That's pretty fucking good. But that's the main event match out of the way, but we have got a segment left before the end of the show. And that's the Tribal Chief coming out with his bloodline. And he's like, I thought I taught everybody their lesson around here that you don't mess with the Tribal Chief. Seth Rollins, he tried to mess with the Tribal Chief. I put him down back at SummerSlam. And I put him down again at the Royal Rumble. Rey Mysterio and Dominic, they tried to mess with the Tribal Chief. I put Rey Mysterio down in this ring. And last week, Jacob Fatu, he put Rey's son in the hospital. We don't even know if Dominic's going to be there at No Way Out. And that's what you deserve for messing with the Tribal Chief, because when you step into the Tribal Chief, life ain't fair. You're not going to get what you want, because I run this yard. It's my yard. And I'm in God mode, and I'm going to put you down, stop you from even coming close to the bloodline. Now comes Seth Rollins. And he doesn't say anything, he just comes out and just stands on the bottom of the ramp and then looks back, and then out comes Rey. And he sort of comes out alone without Dominic. And Roman's like, well, what are you two doing out here? I can't help but notice Dominic's not with you. How's he doing, Rey? How's your son getting on? And Rey's like, Roman, I'll never forgive you for putting your hands on my son, but it's not just you. It's all three of you in that ring. It's Jimmy Uso, it's Jacob Fatu, Uso. Don't forget the week I had my Universal Championship match. Jimmy Uso took out my son. Jacob Fatu, he threw Seth Rollins through a wall. And this Sunday, the three of us are going to get our revenge on you. And then Heyman's like, Ray, are you slow or something? Like, the tribal chief just told you there's no way that your son is going to be able to compete at No Way Out. And then Seth sort of smiles. He's like, who said anything about Dominic? If you smell what The Rock is cooking, The Rock is here. He's the third man. And he meets up with Ray and Seth, bumps fists with them, and the three of them storm into the ring. Ray goes for Jimmy, Seth goes for Fatu. They take each other out, and The Rock delivers the people's punches to Roman Reigns, and then drops him with the spine buster. But then when he goes for the people's elbow, the Jacob Fatu and Jimmy pull him out, and then The Rock's like, Roman Reigns, Sunday night, The Rock has come back to WWE. If you smell what The Rock, Seth Rollins, and Rey Mysterio is cooking. So The Rock will be the third man. It'll be Rey Mysterio, Seth Rollins, and The Rock against the Bloodline in the main event of No Way Out to end the show. That gets a 87. Sure, that's fine. What matters more than the 87, of course, is what you thought of the show. So let me know what you thought in the comments below, and I'll see you next time for 227, which will be Raw's Fatal Attraction pay-per-view, their final stop on the road to WrestleMania. See you then.